Okay, this is obviously very good for us. I'm fine betting pot and getting stacked against a straight. We've got top two. We just really want to see something like a jack. Pretty brutal if we get raised. Dude, this is just so brutal. He just has a straight, huh? I don't know what to do. If he just has a straight, we're just beat. So gross, man. I really need him to fold. I mean, sometimes we're ahead here. I don't know. I'm just trying to fold out hands that might draw out on us. I mean, we didn't get snapped, so that's good news. It's very good news. He could just have pocket aces. Come on, man. How do you call that? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today is October 26, 2021, and the bankroll is at $17.04.59. So we just won a little session where we played for, let's see how long we played for, hour and a half, and we won $30. But the funny thing is, I'm going to show you guys this. We ran really bad. So I think this is what like your EV is or whatever. It's like if you just play out your equity or you just pocket your equity, this is usually like what I believe this is the number for that. If you just pocket your equity and your all-in equity and stuff like that, that's what you should earn. And so I should earn about $100, and I actually won like 30. So I ran really bad in a few pivotal pots, and it shows in my graph. So it should have been a nice $100 win in that hour and a half. But you know, we will certainly settle for a $30 win. It still feels good to make money playing poker in the comfort of your own home. So you're gonna see, well, I'm probably gonna put I'm gonna put the intro clip as like us running really bad and showing you that. But you know, I think I usually run pretty good when I post these videos. But yeah, I mean, on this one I definitely did not. I played very well. I played one hand poorly, which cost us one buy-in, but certainly not enough to lose several buy-ins getting it in good, but that's okay. Generally, I'd say I've been running pretty good overall in the last month or whatever of October, so I can't really complain. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but yes, today we ran pretty bad. So that's going to do it for the quick little intro. Enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know anything you want. Anything you want, just say it in the comments. But thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. All right, what's going on, everybody? We are starting a 25NL session. I'm showing the screen so you guys can see the bankroll, 1674 right there. We are going to be sitting at least 4 tables of 25NL. We'll check this table out. If it dies, then oh, it's heads up. Maybe if we join, this guy will come back into playing. Oh, he just left, so I don't really want to play three-handed. I think it's just too tough with the rake. We'll join the 9-handed games. 9-handed games are just like you sit there, you wait for good hands, and people pay you off, so it's not too complicated. So we're at 3 tables. We're on the wait list for this one, I want to say. Noma. Farnell. Okay, I think we're on every table we were trying to get on, so We'll play this hand for 2 big blinds. Missed pretty bad. It's gonna be check folding. We've never, well, we don't know anything about either of these guys. Okay, well this guy, pretty good turn, all things considered. I'm not convinced we need to start bluffing. We could, and it would probably work, to be honest, because he probably has ace king, ace queen, or just like something worse, like 5s. The thing is, okay, like we can represent something like 8-10 or pocket 7s. Nice flop over here. Open ender in position with a backdoor flush draw. So we were right about ace king, but that's what it's just like his range hits that flop pretty hard, and it's gonna be hard to get him off ace jack, you know. Maybe pocket 10s, jack. He has sets sometimes, not often, but that just hit his range pretty hard, so I didn't want to go crazy. We just know nothing about him. We can consider raising turns, having this in our range. This isn't the best spot of all time, but this is the play we make with any sets, which I don't know how much these guys are thinking about that. We do turn the straight draw. If he bets small, we might click it back. If he bets like 15 big blinds, how do we get him to fold? We definitely don't want to call. But, I mean, maybe we just jam the turn. That's such a bad river. I think jamming the turn is the way to go. Horrible river, I'm not going to bluff at it. Because now any jack just chops. Yeah, such a horrible river. I think on non-ace rivers we can shove there and it's fine. But let me just think about this. I mean, the good news is that when we do have our made hands, we get a lot of value from him in this exact spot with our 5-7, our jacks full, our 7s full, our quads. We get max value here. But in terms of getting him to fold, I guess a large part of his range is Jack X with just bad kicker problems, and we just don't have that many bluffs. But again, it's like okay. Well, first of all, it's not like these guys are thinking on the level that I'm talking about. So I guess I'm kind of overthinking it. I think it's the simple solution is that he has a lot of Jack X, which is weak. We have a lot of equity on the turn, but we don't have a made hand, and I think he just folds to a shove. I think that's as simple as that. Pot, you know, slightly pot size little over pot size bet. I think we can play queen 9 suited. Pretty good flop. Bitterroot we see is capable of being a maniac, and we know loserfish very well. If he okay. It's not our favorite spot. We're pretty much only hoping for a queen or a 9 on the turn. Okay. It's just one of these turn cards we don't want to see. He could have ace-x of hearts easily. Loserfish could have a set. Probably not, because Loserfish doesn't want, like, is the type of player to probably raise the turn or raise the flop on that flop with a set. I would guess Loserfish has something like 10s or ace 9, king 9, pocket 8s. And then since he called, it makes me feel like he has at least an ace high flush draw. He could have an overpair. He could have 10s, jacks, queens. But he could also have ace queen with the ace of hearts. I don't know what this bet is all about, because if Loserfish has him beat, he just jams it. So he's repping like a flush, but I think it's more likely he just has like jacks or something. That's a weird hand. I mean, we could have had the best hand, and maybe we should have check raised the flop, but just not sure. Not super confident. You know, this is supposed to be like the most popular songs of 2011. Oh, to 2021. So somehow I don't know like any of these songs. Let's try this one. So we've lost that big pot, but we had a lot of equity, and we had a bad run out, unfortunately. Okay, so we're gonna play Jack 8 suited in position against this guy. No reason to 3-bet it. We're not gonna get 3-bet often by people at these stakes. I'm gonna try to fire up another table though. Let's try to get on this one. So playing a semi-connected suited hand in position against someone like this is a good spot. If we flop trips or something, we're in position, we can get a lot of value. Flop a flush, same thing, get a lot of value. Why was that hand so big? People play so bad. If it checks to us, we're gonna bet. This is a little loose, but we are gonna go ahead and call. Okay, really good turn. For the most part. Obviously we're losing to a flush now. This guy might be a station. I think we have to bet. We're only losing 2 sets and flushes. And if they don't have the nut flush, I don't expect them to check raise me, because I could have the nut flush. Still beating all king, just single kings. Beating aces now. Another really bad river. I don't think we're folding out something like king queen with the queen of clubs. We're beating all other king X's that don't have clubs. It's not my favorite spot, but we'll just check it back, hope we win. Yeah. He just doesn't have two. I mean, he has actual flushes where he just has 2 clubs, but he also has a lot of king X with no club. We're gonna bet here because it's just hard for him to have a pair. It's just hard to make a pair in this game. And we can represent a 10 pretty easily. I think it's fairly common to... these rivers are not going our way. This is the bet that people make with a full house at these stakes. So that's why I made that bet. Folding out, I mean, pretty much every hand beats us there. But we're folding out king, queen, ace high. Pretty okay flop here. This guy doesn't fold to c-bet very often, but you know, we can easily rep jacks here. So here, you know, queen 9, king queen, ace high, queen 9, I think I already said that, 7-8, 7-9. These are all hands we're losing to, but we can fold out with this slight overbet. Alright, let's get... Okay. This table's running now. And I'll get on this guy too. So we'll have 5 tables running. We're about even, I think. Up 5, down 12. So we're down like $7, but the one hand we lost, it was a bad run out, and we had a lot of equity, so it's not like it was a losing play. And our actual range was like crushing his. It just worked out very well for him. Okay, well, based on this literal note that this guy overbets, oh my gosh, dude. Can we call a pot-sized bet? So there's 9, 10, jack, queen, okay, 9, 10, jack, and king, and then 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's more aces in his range that we beat than we lose to. And we're losing to queen 3, but we're beating a lot of aces. Does he do... Are there any draws? Who does this? Who bets pot is the question. Someone with 2 pair? Yes. Let's check this one. Does ace 5 do this? Ace 4, ace deuce, ace 6, 7, queen 3. I think we beat a lot of his range. But yeah, that was so weird. Queen deuce of hearts. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we can win the second one. Alright. Well, at least we made the right play on both of these tables. Looking to see an 8 here. That's pretty unfortunate because that was a big pot and that would have made us some money. I think that would have put us in positive territory. That's how it goes. So it's just generic fish tag. So we don't think we're behind here that often, but if we are and we bet, we're just getting... we do have a 9 of hearts, which takes away some of his like check raising hands. I don't mind checking back. Obviously a bad turn. Jack 9, ace jack, get there. Queen X gets there. I don't remember how this guy plays, but I know that he probably doesn't give us a lot of credit. We're not really worried about any rivers. Only thing we're worried about is like pocket deuces or deuce, something like deuce 3, king deuce. Well, we're already losing to king deuce, so. This guy is loose passive, so we'll raise it up with a pretty strong holding. C-bet half pot. And we're gonna give up. We're just gonna let this guy barrel off in the future. Okay, I'm just gonna fold. I don't know what to do. Could have been a bluff, but we'll can we get 3-bet? Interesting. I think we'll just be calling, but we just don't know anything about this guy. We'll be 3-betting here, though. This guy flats a 3-bet out of position. What is that about? I think we can just call here. Miss. Good flop for the ace-queen. This is gonna mess up my camera, but I'll just put it over here. So this guy folds to c-bet a lot, so we're just going to make a small c-bet. Just gonna fold ace-10 here. We're gonna make a GTO bet that says we might have pocket jacks, or we could have aces. We could have ace-king. Only really losing to pocket nines. I don't think ace-9 can really call a 3-bet. Certainly be calling with the 6s here. Not against that raise, although this guy 3-bets a lot. Still, it's only 6s. I don't mind this play at all. I think we are ahead of a lot of these limping ranges. These are like 6, 7, 7, 8, pocket 8s, 9, 10. These like suited connectors. We have a pretty good hand here. Not thrilled about this spot. Okay, this is a bet we'll make with like overpairs. Pretty bad board. And pretty average turn here. It's like not good, not great. And another just bad river. Okay, I'm gonna try to get value from nines, worst nines. Okay, and just continuing to not run great. I mean, obviously we know flushes are a possibility, but it's hard to make a flush. Yeah, things aren't going well this session, but we just need a few pots to turn it around. Good flop over here. We can get called by Queen 10. This guy's quite active. I don't mind just calling here. Again, we're not too worried about getting 3-bet. We can get called by a lot of hands here. And since we gave up on the last pot, we're more likely to get called down. It's just how people think. It's like if you give up on the last pot and now you're barreling, it just seems like less credit. I guess he's telling us he has something like 6-8 here. Yeah, so he raised for information, but we weren't too concerned about being beat there. That's what I mean. It's just like you just get less credit if you just barreled down and lost in the last exact same situation. So this guy is just capable of doing stupid stuff. So we're going to give him the orange tag. The fact that this guy's betting now, I think he has queen 10s in his range. He has clubs. He's just like very active in general. He has 9x. I don't think he has diamonds too often. The question is, can we value bet? I don't think we can get called by worse. I think actually small bets we can. We can get called by 9s here. Yeah, I just didn't think he had anything. Definitely going to be at least calling. This guy min raises and then tiny bets the flop. I don't know how I feel about check raising, because if he calls then we just have a big pot with a 4. But it's kind of just for protection. We've gotten 6s a lot this session. Just hoping for a fold. It's a good looking hand. This guy is raising so many hands. Nice board here. He could definitely have something that he can call with. So we're hoping he has something like king 10. This guy seems to be a little bit on the stationy side. But he did not call. This person's very capable of 3-betting light. Just too much going on to talk about everything. So do we just jam and hope he doesn't have king queen or a set or something? 8-6. Standard. Pretty annoying. It's running kind of bad. Running kind of bad. We're just going to be c-betting, folding out suited connectors, pocket fours, fives, things like that. It's a little loose, but it's all right. Really good turn. For our drawing range, like, you know, for this exact hand, but I think we can make this bet with something like 3 kings. Just saying we're worried about bad turns. Don't want to give him good odds. So we're down 27, 29. Down about 25 bucks, about 1 buy-in, but not playing poorly or anything. Good flop, very good flop for us though. Pretty much 0 turns that we're really worried about. You know, king, club are bad, but it's like there's just so many. You know, that's just such a good board for us. Raise queen 10. This guy seems pretty aggressive, at least pre-flop. Someone who is willing to play as many hands as this guy. So if he check raises us, we're just gonna call, because it's just a spot that people are full of it. I think we are just gonna bet on the bigger side here and hope we get a fold. He's actually pretty docile post flop, so it's just pre-flop that he's aggressive, so we're just gonna give him credit. Is that a bet he makes with King of Spades? Okay, this guy is not loose aggressive or crazy, he's just loose passive. Good flop for aces, but we thought that last time and we stacked ourselves. How often does he show up with the King of Spades there? Not that often. I don't think a min click back on the river there's worst, but finally flop good. Hopefully we're ahead. I don't think a king can fold to a single bet here, so we're gonna make a slightly larger sizing there. Not too much else we can get called by, but okay, we're gonna bet because we don't want hearts to get there. We don't want to see another ace. That's all right. We'll take it down. Pretty big pot. So that helped out. Winning some pots. Let's go. We also lost that one hand queen deuce versus 8 whatever, like ace whatever we had, so we've had a little bit of run bad. We'll call for one big blind. That's a bad river or turn. A lot of the hands he was bluffing with just got there. He could be doing this with a 4 though. Ten, 10, king, queen, 6. Our 6 does play. Pretty standard board here for kings. It's not like I expect us to be losing very often, but kind of annoying. Try to get called by... Okay, we'll just call, dude. You get our money. We're trying to get called by, like, draws. So, like, 5, 6 just got there. This guy's showing that he's capable of betting, so we'll just bluff catch with our kings here. He bets big when he's got it, though. But he's the guy that bet big with... There just aren't that many hands. Yeah, there just aren't that many hands that he has there that actually beat us. So this guy raises a lot. We have not 3-bet once, I don't think, so we're gonna initiate 3-bet. Sizing, you know, this could always be aces. It's like big, but not too big. Although people just don't really think about that, to be honest. They just don't think about these things. They're just kind of like, the thought process goes as far as, do I feel like playing this hand for this price? It has very little to do with what do his past tendencies indicate that this might be. They just don't think about that. Okay, this guy doesn't raise often. He's always calling, so for that reason, we're just going to call. King high is by no means a bad hand. Okay, I think we're just going to play this one aggressively. Because we don't have something like spades to go with, or a backdoor draw to go with it. This guy's pretty aggressive, and we do have top pair. And there aren't that many hands in his calling range that we lose to. That's pretty annoying to get check raised. We could have just checked, but it's kind of how we're running. Ace 5. Crazy, dude. I mean, we make this bet with let's see, what do we make this bet with? I guess not that much. It's not, again, loser fish doesn't think about this crap, dude. This guy's a donkey. I mean, he says he's a fish in his own name, so I'm not really saying anything too insulting, I don't think, but he's just a tight donkey. Even though this is a good hand to ISO with and raise with, people don't really give you credit when you just lost a pot. You know, they're just gonna, he might think I'm steaming to raise him again, so I'm just going to fold that. Just don't want to also he has a limp re-raise king possibility there. We're gonna ISO with ace-6 suited here. It's a good hand, probably ahead of, you know, if someone who raises 15% of hands, this is ahead of their raising range. So this is just pure value. ISO the fish. You don't want to play a multi-way pot. Decent flop. Since we're unlikely to improve too much on the turn, I think a bet is in order. Try to fold out worse hands that could improve on the turn, like Queen Jack. Obviously, this is one of the few very good turns for us. So this guy's pretty passive. We're just going to check that. This guy 3-bets a fair amount, but it's a good price. So now we're just betting for value, really. See if he'll choose to not believe us. Okay, well he just bets pot. Yep. Things aren't really going our way. These boards haven't been great for us. We haven't like hit any sets or anything. Or we did hit a set of sevens over here actually. You know, we're beating some hands. You know, someone who 3-bets as much as he does, but you know, pocket queens just got there. Aces were already there. People are definitely likely to check top set there. You know, even kings that feel safe now, we're losing to. Jacks, tens, like all those hands we're just losing to. We're only beating, I don't know, Jack 10, King 10. Just not not that many hands like that in his range. Get aces again though. We've been getting aces a lot. It's gonna fold. Down 21, 32, 26, 22, 21. Good, mostly a good board here. We'll keep the pot a little bit small. We don't love to see that, but so I think he just showed us top pair when he checked or when he bet pot, but I don't think he's betting pot here with a boat. But we could easily have ace high here. We're getting value from pocket pairs. And I think if we just barrel, it's not terrific if we're barreling. Do we ever bet this for value to try to get called? I think we just try to get to showdown. Just say, you know, if we're beat, we'll pay you off. Dude, come on. Someone this active, he hasn't really shown that he's willing to go crazy. 10 deuce, pocket nines. I'm just gonna pay it off. Yeah, I didn't think he was bluffing, but I ran out of time and I kind of panicked. I think we doubled him up earlier too, with aces. Did we double him up with our aces twice? Just gonna muck. So we can sort by whole cards. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've doubled this guy up twice with aces. Feels bad. Just down a lot. Running bad. We didn't have to pay that off, but it's not like we can say we're running good when we lose with aces twice against a loose player. It's definitely not running good right now. And we haven't gotten any like easy hands. Sometimes you just get like flush over flush, or you get set over set or something, and we've gotten none of those. Yeah, I wish I had more time. That's one of my few complaints about ACR is that the time bank is so small. If I had a bigger time bank, I think I can talk myself into folding there. There's just so few bluffs that he could have in his range. Pretty frustrating. I think King 10 is a horrible 3-bet here. This guy is just so loose. I mean, we usually have the best hand here. We're just gonna bet as if we have ace king. So frustrating to just get snap called when you're not sure you have the best hand. I think we can get called here by king of clubs, ace of clubs. Okay, beautiful turn here. So he has more value hands in his range than like he has more king X's than like diamond X, diamond or whatever. So what am I trying to do here? I obviously want value. I want to get called. Trying to get called by a king. Okay, we're value betting ace high, saying it's probably good. Let me get there. Just trying to get called by a jack or an 8. Okay, I'm gonna pay off the min raise. Queen 10. Min raise bluff. That was weird. This guy's an absolute station, man. I'm gonna give him the tank bet, which means, you know, he could have, which means we could just, I don't know. I'm just trying to tank bet so it doesn't look super obvious that we're strong. I'm gonna size up here. We don't want to see a bad river. And it's a pretty good run out. 5-7, 6-8, 4-8 on occasion. Do we try to get value? I think getting value is fine from worse aces. I think ace 10 is calling all the way down. Just getting crushed, boys. We're just getting crushed. It's pretty frustrating. It's definitely a very losing day right now. Only $30 though. Somehow we're not down that much. Only one buy-in. Maybe it's more. Maybe that didn't refresh. We're just gonna give up on that one. Shows the jack. Jack is good. So was this a min raise, small raise? We know that Yura is going to give us credit if we're going to play hands with him. He's not going to think that we are bluffing or anything too often. I don't think this is a... So with this bet, he's repping like a set. I think it's more often he just has something like Jack 10. And if that's true, Jack 10, Queen 10, I don't think he just has like actual value hands that often when he's making that bet. Which means he's going to continue on this with all of his bluffs. He could just have 3 kings. We definitely don't want to fold for this amount of money. I think we're comfortable getting it in and saying we could have a set here. So he did have a king. King what? King queen? I don't know why he bet so small. So frustrating, dude. We're just getting stacked, like people just shoving on it. Hopefully he just has Jack 10 of diamonds. I mean, we got some outs now. Just need a diamond, please. Alright. Chop it up. That was a pretty bad play by him. There's just no reason to be so confident that I have a flush draw there. I could just have 2 pair and he's almost drawing dead. It's a big raise. But we are definitely ahead of 13%. You know, someone who's raising 13% of hands. So I expect him to call with things like jacks, queens. Expect him to 4-bet with aces, kings, ace, king. Good flop. We're gonna play kind of weird. And we're gonna try to get value out of eights, nines, tens, jacks. We're gonna tank shove this river or turn. We're just trying to get called by jacks and tens. And I think this is just like the bluffiest line. Maybe it's greedy, but I think we can get him to call with worse. But I think firing 3 barrels just gets folds too often at these stakes. But ace king here might make this play, especially ace king of hearts. Call, 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 call. Yeah. That's what we wanted. So that's why we made that play, to get called by nines and nines, tens, jacks. We just play it so weird that people don't know what to do. And that's why I'm the best. That's why I'm playing 25-0, baby, because I'm the best. But it feels great to win a fat pot. We're about even now. Still down $9. That's a lot better than what we were. That's the thing about poker. You can run fairly bad. You know, we've gotten stacked with aces twice. You can run fairly bad, but all it takes is like one big pot, and you can turn it around and get, you know, at least mostly even. We're feeling feisty, so we're gonna 3-bet this and raise this. We did just stack him, so he might level himself. Like, he could just have, I don't know, we have no clue what he has, but we have not been 3-betting enough to make it suspicious. So we get that one through. We'll just bet a size that a nutted hand will bet. And we obviously have equity in case he calls. Alright. A little upswing. A little upswing there. Only down 770. Definitely be raising Jack 10 suited. We just took this guy's soul, man. I love that shoving turn play. Overbetting turn, making it look like we got ace king of hearts, ace x of hearts. Definitely gonna open up king queen here. Gonna be calling 3 bets from Prib. To keep him guessing, we're just gonna check here. Just based on how many hands we've had in his eyes, we're just gonna do a little tank and then check. We might do this with an ace for sure. Do this with eights full. Do this with a lot of hands that are value. Pretty good flop for this 6-7 here. Now we're just gonna do a protection bet, but also a bet that we would do with a made hand. A 3-bet this one. Okay, we're gonna value bet our pair. Obviously losing 2 queens now, but we're just gonna try to improve on this one. We do improve, so that's good. Just gonna be calling if he bombs it on the river, because that's what he likes to do. Okay, we're gonna try to get called. What is this? I mean, I guess we just fold. We have the bottom of our range, but pretty weird hand. So he's saying if he calls, he's got either pocket jacks, queens is 4-betting. He's got jacks, 10s, at worst ace 10. Good flop here. Okay, we're just pretty much playing our hand face up. We get snap called. It's been happening a lot, but against this guy, that's okay. We don't mind that. So now the question is, do we want to bomb it? I think most of the time we do have the best hand. Sometimes he has sets. I think he has 5, he's just got so many hands that we just beat that have really bad rivers. So I'm just getting it in. Hopefully he has queen 10, queen jack. Okay, really good hand to be up against. And we can't hold it, unfortunately. But that's better than losing both, I guess. Pretty annoying that this keeps happening. That would have been another fat pot. That would have put us very much so into the positive. This guy has a 5 aggression factor, so we're not, We're just gonna give him credit. So frustrating to keep losing, like getting drawn out on, or just losing with these big hands. You know, aces twice. This guy's trying to like. He's got plenty of straight outs, but yeah, it's just frustrating still. There would have been another big pot. Just gonna let the deuces go. We don't want to flat and get 3-bet, and we don't want to 3-bet with deuces, so definitely be raising this one up. We don't care if people fold. This guy plays a ton of hands. I mean, this is a very bad call, whatever hand he's playing. So it's like, even if we don't win the hand, it's plus EV. We're making money. But oftentimes we're going to hit. Not often, but sometimes. Yeah, we're losing to a ton of hands. We're obviously blocking. Okay, we're just gonna flat, I guess. Pretty good flop, but I think I'm just gonna raise whatever. I was hoping he'd make a bigger bet. Okay, make it look like we have like 10s or something. Really good turn here. So this guy's a maniac, I'm pretty sure. He just 3-bet us on both tables. If we get stacked with aces again, it's just gonna be sad day. Now there's like a lot fewer turns we're worried about. But we don't even have a pot size bet left. But you know, if we're beat, we're beat, so I'd rather just try to get value, I guess. Really bad river over here, and then we just make the nuts. He just doesn't have very many hands he can call with, but we just have to bet. Dude, if he just has hearts, it's just so frustrating. Things are not going our way. Just let that go. We know nothing about him. So annoying, man. But we might even be winning. I think we just won a big pot. So we're almost even. If we didn't get sucked out on this hand over here, we'd definitely be up. Pretty good flop for our range. Just bet a size that our nutted hands are gonna bet. You know, this if we have aces, we're inviting calls here. Kings, same thing. I think we need some 3-bet bluffs in our range. So ace-3 suited, also ahead of plenty of hands. And we're on the button. This guy has a 5-4-bet frequency, which is very high. If he 4-bets, I might ship it on him. Pretty okay flop. Only really worried about pocket nines. Dude, come on. I think we just have to call, hope we get lucky. We don't. So frustrating, man. It's like this is the first time we're bluffing and we just get... It's like, dude, you're losing to all of my value hands. Yeah, you have the nuts, but if I actually have a hand worth calling there, then you're just... I don't know, I guess he played it fine, but I'm just frustrated that we can't win. Good flop here, though. We're going to be c-betting approximately half pot. We can definitely get called by a lot of hands. Good turn, even though we don't actually make our hand, but more outs. I'm just betting pot. Does he ever fold? Okay. Just trying to get him to fold, you know, ace 10, but someone with a 7 aggression factor. Dude, are you serious? Queen 6? I put him on ace rag, but I mean, we get there, thank God, but holy crap, what is that? Okay, let's see if we can get kings to hold up. So this guy's insane. Okay, well this guy's 3-betting almost every hand. This is, I guess this is just 4-bet worthy. And can't really fold. So we get 2 callers. Dude. I mean, I guess we just pray that he missed, but I can't fold now. Just ace queen, dude. Just 3-bet us every hand, and so frustrating, man. Just down a whole buy-in for no reason. And then we're just getting stacked with our kings. I think he's 3-betting pocket jacks, maybe 3-betting pocket eights. Obviously a very good river. Okay, we're just check raising this one. Hoping he has a set. Or something like 9-10. Again, I'm running out of time. I'm playing a lot of tables. And ACR doesn't give you a whole bunch of time, but we're definitely gonna be raising this one all in. No, we'll just make it, we'll just min raise it. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna fold. You know, it's not. Yeah, that's what I figured. He just has a set. It's not like good turn here. There was. Oh, it was Prib too. Just taking this guy's money today, but we're after the end of that, we're still even because we just lost a whole stack over here. Yeah. I mean, I guess we have to be thankful that we're even. And we've gotten a few big hands. It's a good flop here. I really don't have any reads on Wibby. Just loose passive in general. That Queen 7 hand. Yeah, Queen 7 could definitely be good, but he's also making that pot size bet with like 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks. Maybe not queens isn't pot size bet, but there's a lot of hands in his range that we're just flat out getting crushed by. Which is why I just folded top pair. That's pot. Is there any reason to raise? We're worried about ace, king, queen, but the rest of the cards are all fine for us. I think ace 9 might bet pot. King 9. Straights don't bet pot. And 2 pairs continue here. So I think we're trying to get value from... We're trying to make it look like we are... bluffing with like ace high. Oh, we don't get called. I don't know what he had. I guess clubs or something. But we're definitely up now, so we hit a few boards. Got paid off on those kings. And we're up $5, so we are very happy to be not losing after some run bad over here. Some run bad with the kings or the aces twice. Feel sorry for Prib. I mean, yeah, we like to stack people, but stacking him twice in a row is like it feels kind of bad. He said something in chat. I feel a little bit bad, but he seems like a winning player, so I'm sure he will be just fine. If we have a nutted hand, which is not that many, we're just trying to fold out ace high, frickin' 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, pretty much all of the suited. We're not expecting for him to fold that often here, but sometimes we have the nuts. Pretty darn good flop for this particular hand. I think 5 big blinds is fine. So we know that this guy is capable of playing a lot of hands and playing pretty stupid. So in his head we want him to fold. How do we make it look like we have a value hand? Yeah, I think something like aces, ace jack might make this bet. And he's not particularly aggressive post flop, it seems. Wow, we just drill it, huh? So at long last, we're getting some run good. And we could have been almost drawing dead to diamonds. If he's calling these big bets, he might actually have us beat with diamonds. I think we can look like we've missed here. Yeah. So we get paid there. We get 3-bet here. This guy is showing he's very willing to be aggressive. Just gonna 4-bet. Try to improve with this hand. Missed pretty bad. If I had diamonds, I'm obviously shoving, but just gonna give up. How are we looking on the profit? Up a buy-in. From down a buy-in to up a buy-in. We played one hand kind of bad with the ace-10 suited. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't horrible because this guy 3-bets us. So, you know, look, a 40% 3-bet rate. It's like 4-betting ace-10 suited. Not that bad. And we have pocket queens, pocket jacks, pocket aces, kings in our range. We had the bottom of our range, literally the bottom of our range, with ace high. Okay, we're just gonna c-bet. Oh my gosh, what is this? We've got top pair and a flush draw and a straight draw. So if we're against flush draws, we're winning. We're only losing to straights, really. And we're just, like, never drawing dead. It's very, like, we're never drawing dead. This is obviously a huge bet, but maybe we're going back down to 0 after this hand. I'm just going to let this go. Pretty unfortunate. We had a lot of outs and we hit none of them. I didn't mean to 3-bet this, but this guy's a maniac, so it's okay. Pretty unfortunate. There goes our profit. This guy's just flatting 3-bets out of position. Or he's whiffed so bad. Good flop over here. This guy seems pretty aggressive. We're just going to let him fire off. Pretty horrible river. But it might give him a reason to bluff. So annoying, man. These runouts have been pretty bad. Gonna make it big. We don't really care if people fold. I'm not in love with this spot with queens out of position against 2 loose players. So I'm fine if he wants to raise and get it in. I'm fine if he folds. Obviously, this just means he has aces. He's got 0 4-bet. Can I fold queens? Just do this with ace king. Okay, you win. Take my money. Oh, we're ahead. The min 4-bet with jacks. Here comes the 8, bro. Guaranteed. Oh my gosh, I won. The min 4-bet with jacks is for most of your stack is just seems so strong. It's like almost a bluff. That was weird. So now we're probably up 15. Pretty swingy session, but overall playing pretty well, I'd say. I mean, that was a weird one. I only made that play because of my note that he's willing to just do really stupid stuff. But you know, I think our actual like our equity today is like quite winning. Okay, this is obviously very good for us. I'm fine betting pot and getting stacked against a straight. We've got top 2. We just really want to see something like a jack. Pretty brutal if we get raised. Dude, this is just so brutal. He just has this straight, huh? I don't know what to do. If he just has a straight, we're just beat. So gross, man. I really need him to fold. I mean, sometimes we're ahead here. I don't know. I'm just trying to fold out hands that might draw out on us. I mean, we didn't get snapped, so that's good news. It's very good news. He could just have pocket aces. Come on, man. How do you call that? All right, I just started, or I just ended a session, but we do have aces in a fat pot here, so might as well start recording again. This guy is very aggressive. We're going to be calling, probably up against a jack because we've been running so bad today. I don't think there's any reason to raise. If we're lost, we're lost. Doesn't really, I mean, that's why we raise, I guess, because we're worried about the ace, but okay. Just donking off. Dude, are we just losing again? Okay, we'll keep him honest. Show us that jack, baby. Okay. So we did win a fat hand, and the results for today, we should be up now. We're up a bit. Really good river here. I think if people actually have a hand, they're gonna have a hard time folding. This guy's an idiot. Okay. Now we actually are going to sit out. We've played a lot of good poker in the last hour and a half or whatever. I'm just going to let this go. Four betting the AK here. Just gonna start closing these tables. Nice little pot there. So yeah, our actual like adjusted C, whatever that statistic is like over $100, but we actually only made $30. But you know, that's poker. So we played well, and lost a lot of money. Lost a lot of big blinds, not money.